Welcome to 9 to 42. I'm Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is on Johnny B Goode, the intro for that. Now, there's been loads of videos on it, but none of them have broken it down really nice and easy for you guys to learn. So I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible for you guys to learn it. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, 9 to 42. Right, let's get on with it. So the intro should sound like this. Okay, so let's break it down. Now, the first phrase, 3 notes. It's going to start with your second finger on fret 7 of the G string, so G7, then your first finger on B6, then your third finger on B8. So you've got, but I put a little slide into that first note, so we get from 6 slide into 7, so you go, and that's the first phrase. Okay, and then we get onto this little double stops. So I'm using my first finger and I'm sliding from 5 to 6 like this, and then I'm going to hit another 2 hits on that, so it goes, so like 3 hits. So you can think of it as 1, 2, 3 like this, 1, 2, 3, and it's going to do that 3 times. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try it. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if we take that from the beginning, then you get this. And that last hit is like beat 1. And then it's going to play the next phrase. Actually, let's just play that up to speed, so it should sound like this. Not quite up to speed, but it's, at least at that speed you can kind of hear it. The next phrase goes, okay, which is a little run that goes down a mixolydian or kind of mixolydian scale. So you're going to start off with your, I'd use my little finger here. If you don't feel comfortable, you could use your third finger and stretch over. But I'm using my little finger on B9, B8, B6. So you got, and then jump the first finger up to G6, and then your second finger on G7, and then your third finger, upper string, on D8. So we've got a bit faster, a bit faster. Okay, so I haven't split this up into the bars, I've just split them up into phrases. So that first phrase that we've got there should sound like this. Okay, and now let's go to the next bar, and we've got 8 and 8 on the A and the D strings. And we're going to think of it, we've got 8 hits on it, but think of it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so we got that, and then the next phrase goes, which is your first finger on B6, second finger on G7, and you're going to play those 2 strings, and then use your third finger on the 8th fret of the B string, B8, then take the finger off, so you get, and then what you're going to do is you're going to slide with your third finger from, well, it doesn't really matter where you go from, but you're sliding down into fret number 5 on the G string, and then G3 with your first finger, and then D5 with the third finger. So it goes. I haven't written that slide on there, but because you're going to have to change positions there, because we've gone from the 6 and 7. You do that cool little slide into the 5 on the G string. Okay, so let's play that second bar. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's no real gap in that. So the whole of the first line should sound like this. Okay, that's the first line done. We're kind of a third of the way through. So the next line is all the same. So what it's doing, it's going like this. Okay, so I'm bending up the G8 with my third finger. And then I'm playing a double stop. So I'm playing E6 and B6 with my first finger. So I just do the bend and then hit the B and the E strings. And on that first bar, it does it 5 times, and the second bar does it 5 times as well. So you've got to think of it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the rhythm's not quite the same. It goes da, 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 da. Okay, and it just does that twice. Slow down, it's... Okay, and that's the whole of the line. And then the last line starts off with G8 bent up again, and then it gets this cool little line at the end. So okay, so it starts off with that bend on G8, and then to E6 with the first finger, then B9 with the little finger, B8 with the third finger, and then B6 with the first finger. So that first bit goes. Okay. And then it goes to E8 with the third finger, E6 with the first finger, and then goes back down the other notes. We've got the B9, B8, B6, and then it goes to the G string, G8, G7. So that first bar of that line goes. Or even slower. Okay, up to speed. It's quite a tricky little line there. And then we get this little, like a little rake, which you're playing G7, B6 and E6. And I'm just, with the plectrum, I'm just sliding down those notes. So it's almost like playing a sort of slow chord. Okay, so it's 7, 6, 6, just with one downstroke. Okay, and then we go down the scale again. So we play B9, B8, B6. Okay, so we've got, or slow. And then we're going to go back to that G8, bending it up, and then playing the double stops on the 6, and do that twice. Okay, so you've got, and then just a normal G8, and then a really quick flam going 6 to 7. So a little hammer on, so your first finger's on 6, and slap it down onto 7 as soon as you hit it. And then the last note is D8, and that's the whole of the solo, or the whole of the intro. So let's try playing the whole of that line. Goes nice and slowly. Ready, and... or even slower, and... Okay, so let's try and do the whole solo then. We'll start really, really slow. Ready? 1... it actually starts on 3 and. So it goes 1, 2, 3. and then that's where it's coming in. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a bit faster. 1, 2, 3. We're up to speed. 1, 2, 3. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and hopefully I've made it easy enough for you to kind of learn it and play it. It's a really tricky little intro, but it sounds awesome when you can play it, and I love it. So, if you have enjoyed it, if you could subscribe to my channel, which is 9 to 42. If you've got any requests for any solos or any songs you want to learn, put it in the comment section. If you just want to say hi, write hi in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like this video, and hopefully I'll see you again.